Hey, fun science video for you. So, have you ever made sweet tea? You know, you take some tea, you put some sugar in it, but when it's cold, you can't dissolve as much sugar in it. But if you put the sugar in when it's warm, you can get more sugar to dissolve in the tea. So, this is big in the South. I remember one time I had a friend of mine who was getting engaged, and we took him down to Auburn, which is where his fiancée was from. And after she said yes, and we videoed him proposing, after she said yes, we went to a restaurant, and the waitress said to me, I said, I'd like some tea. And she said, you want white tea? And I was like, excuse me? She says, you want white tea? And I was like, help, to my friend's fiancée, Lisa. And Lisa says, she said, do you want sweet tea? And I said, oh, no thanks. No, just plain. No sugar, please. Just plain. And in the South, I guess it's really big that they have sweet tea. Well, anyway, when you put sugar in tea, when it's still warm, you're making what's called a supersaturated solution. Fun, fancy words. But basically what that means is that there's more solute dissolved in your solvent. In this case, the solvent is the tea, and the solute is the sugar. And if you have more solute dissolved in the solvent than you can at room temperature, then it becomes what's called supersaturated. Well, a fun thing is maybe you've seen these, all right? There are these things that are called heat warmers. And heat warmers are kind of fun. They have this little disc in the corner of them. And here's one of those little discs that's kind of by itself. And this disc, if you listen real close, this is one of those little discs that when you bend it, will bend back the other way. And what that does is it sends a shock. It sends a shock into the solution. And what happens is a supersaturated solution will come unsaturated. And it'll go back to being saturated if you put a single drop of the crystal of the solute in, it'll come out. And what's cool is it'll come out with all of the heat that it took to get it in there. And so another way that you can get it to come out is you can hit it really fast. And when you do that, that shock of the hit will cause it to unsaturate and all the solute will come out. And the crystals, you'll see them coming out, and it'll give off the heat. Again, it gives off the heat as a result of all that energy that it took to put it in solution. It gives that energy back. And so inside of this, there's that little disc. And if I click that little disc in this corner, what'll happen is you'll see it come right through the solution. You'll start to see the crystals coming out. And the cool thing about this, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and let you watch this. So here we go. I'm going to click it, maybe, and there it goes. And you can see very fast the solution, the crystals are going, spreading right through the container. Now, if you could feel this, you'd feel heat being given off. And the cool thing about this is that it's reusable. And it's reusable. All you have to do to reuse it is to reheat it. And if you boil it for like 6 minutes, it'll go back into supersaturation. And then if you just let it cool down, you have a reusable heat warmer. Oh, it feels so good. My hands are a little cold today. It's like, it was really cold today. And oh, it feels kind of nice. But anyway, this is a supersaturated solution. So one last little fun chemistry thought here. Okay? In chemistry, you learn about chemical changes and physical changes. So decide, is this a physical change or is this a chemical change? Pause the video, think about it. So if you came back and paused it and you thought, if you want to see if you're right, this is a physical reaction. And there's nothing new. We still have the same solute. And by the way, the one that's used inside of these heat warmers is sodium acetate. Fun word to say. But sodium acetate makes a great supersaturated solution that will come out like this, give off that heat. It's just a fun, cool thing. Have a great day. I hope you're having a good weekend. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. And Have a great day. Science is fun.